Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and in today's edition of Pantherology, I'm going to give you my list of improvements that the Carolina Panthers can or should make this offensively in 2021. So, good morning to you in Phoenix, Arizona, having a sip of some iced coffee. You're watching Pantherology. What is going on, guys? Welcome to yet another edition of Pantherology. Welcome to today's video. We're going to be talking about the improvements the Carolina Panthers can make offensively in 2021. Obviously, just to help us out and be more of the winning category, and hopefully not another 5-11 season. Or, anyways, as always, you know what to do. Pound the out of that like button, baby. Click the subscribe button, comment down below, click the post notifications bell, keep showing your support. Guys, giveaways coming. Going to be announcing those here soon. Live show. Let me know what you think about it. Coming out. It came out yesterday, so if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. All right, so let's go ahead and just dive into today's video. Now, the Carolina Panthers, we all know, have a tremendous amount of weapons offensively that could help us out for a bigger and better 2021. Now, it's hard to look at this team and not think that some numbers are coming their way next season, which could stand them in great stride in pursuit of serious progression when competitive action gets underway. So we had a big change at quarterback, which I think is going to set the tone for the Panthers one way or another. Sam Darnold, as we all know, was traded from the New York Jets, and basically how he performs in a more favorable environment will ultimately determine just how far Carolina will go this year. Everything is really in position for Darnold to be successful, but truthfully, we won't know for sure until he gets out onto the field with all of his new teammates. So, the first improvement we have to do, and not really the first, these are really not in no particular order, but the one I want to talk about here is the red zone. So, scoring drives. You know, the Panthers were pretty bad in the red zone last year, I would say. I mean, what they did inside the 20-yard line was not very impressive by any means. So, they found it very difficult to convert on strong field position into touchdowns. They only recorded just about, I think it was like 50% success rate, 51%. So, when it came to entering the end zone. So, they were one of the league's worst ranked teams in this important statistic. And unless this changes, it's going to make things that much more difficult. Now, I think offensive coordinator Joe Brady will have learned plenty from that off of his first year, who was, calling the plays at the next level from college. So he'll be the first to tell you that his decisions were probably a little naive. And so there could be some real strides here to make if the scheme adjusts accordingly. Now, the Panthers also have plenty of red zone weapons that can make a difference, especially with the fact that now we have Christian McCaffrey making his return healthy. And then we have rookie wide receiver Terrace Marshall providing Sam Darnold with another big body to throw to. Also, another notable name that we probably shouldn't overlook is Dan Arnold. The tight end has a significant amount going for him and has proven a real asset at the business end of the field during his career. So providing and hoping he can generate the trust of the coaching staff, and it would be a big and huge surprise if his physical attributes weren't utilized correctly. The bar isn't exactly that high on last season's efforts, but things could take a positive step forward. this upcoming season. Now, the next thing here on my list I'm going to talk about here is pass protection. This is one of the most primary reasons why Sam Darnold's career hasn't gone the way he probably planned it. So far is obviously the lack of protection was from the New York Jets. So not a single game went by where the signal caller wasn't crumbled in a fetal position in front of a dismal offensive line. I mean, the Carolina Panthers want the quarterback to make a better go of things in this new environment. They'll have to keep him upright, though. Getting better pass protection is absolutely 100% pivotal at this point. But whether the Panthers are in position to progress in this key area is another matter completely, entirely. Now, there wasn't much in the way of proven quality brought onto the roster this offseason. Carolina picked up an underperforming veteran as Cam Irving, Pat Affline in free agency. So, with promising rookie duo Brady Christensen and Dante Brown taken during the 2021 NFL Draft, Taylor Moton is the only player, I think, to guarantee you sure things from the right tackle position. Even though we've seen him practicing at the left tackle, we will see if he's actually even going to be over there at times or permanently. There's a lot going on there still. Now, it's going to be a challenge for the rest to reach the level of expected. I think getting a full preseason schedule to build chemistry could make a big difference, and I think it's going to. It's going to be a challenge for the rest to reach the level of expected. I mean, getting a full preseason schedule to build chemistry could make all the difference. Now, this is something that we did not have last season at our disposal because last summer, thanks to COVID-19 restrictions, so making every rep count during warm-ups will give them a better indication on which players should be in the lineup in week 1. So whoever it is, they need to hit the ground running. And I think also that we have to say that Darnold's career might be dependent on this. The next improvement I want to talk about here is a possible 1-2 running back tandem duo. Now, Christian McCaffrey is still the main man on this offense, as we all know, where the Carolina Panthers are a little concerned. The running back was sorely missed, of course, last season after managing just 3 games. So keeping him fit, firing throughout the campaign is the only way to move forward at this juncture. So whether that comes with fewer carries, or sometime on the sidelines when called for is up to debate. Now, another avenue the Panthers could go down is implementing more 2-back sets following their decision to, they select Chuba Hubbard in the 4th round of this of the 2021 NFL Draft. So there is no bigger fan of Hubbard than I think obviously Matt Rule. The head coach watched on helplessly as the Oklahoma State standout torched his Baylor Bears at the college level. So providing his transition to the professional ranks goes smoothly, there is a lot to like about the player's immediate chances of contribution. Now, having 2 guys who are capable of racking up big yardage on the field at the same time keeps an opposing defense guessing. It also frees up additional space for the outside receivers to do damage, which the Panthers possess in abundance with the presence of DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson on this roster. Now, adding this string to Carolina Panthers is a mouth-watering proposition and something that can make this offense almost unstoppable if this is utilized correctly. Now, my last improvement here, taking more shots down the field, more risk. As I stated previously, the Carolina Panthers were a little tentative when it came to taking shots down the field during the 2020 season. This could have been down to their lack of faith in Teddy Checkdown. Of course. The ability to get the football down the field, or simply not having enough belief in their offensive line to withstand the pressure for long enough. But Teddy would never throw the ball down the field. Those are excuses, and many more may have washed during the first year under Matt Rule. That won't be the case. I think we will see more in 2021. Now, credit to the Panthers for gambling on Sam Darnold. I give them so much credit for taking this gamble. All right? And not settling for, mediocrity with Teddy Checkdown for a second season. So, thank God the former first-round pick was shipped off to Denver, Colorado. All right? To the Broncos. And what's left is a promising talent with questionable decision-making and an absolute cannon of an arm. Now, if you go back and watch Darnold's highlights with the New York Jets, most of his good highlights came on deep balls to Robbie Anderson, who just so happens to be in Carolina and should pick up where they left off. Now, couple this with the likes of DJ Moore, Terrace Marshall, Omar Bayless, and David Moore, also set to be on the roster, and taking more risk down the field is essential considering the talent that's available. So if the offensive line lives up to their end of the bargain, this has the potential to be a dynamic offense, and one that could potentially springboard the Panthers into a surprising playoff spot when it's all said and done. Pray. Guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the improvements that the Carolina Panthers could make offensively in 2021, and they need to make to be successful this year. Guys, I hope you enjoyed my list. No particular order, like I said, but you know what to do. Pound the out of that like button, click the subscribe button, comment down below, click that post notifications bell, check out my other social media. That's links are in the bio, and also if you're feeling generous, there's some other things in the bio as well. If you're interested in instrumentals, I have an instrumental link in there where I get my instrumentals from. And yeah, giveaways coming, good things coming, new things coming. You know what to do. Keep pounding.